Over the years of playing Halo, I've learned that one main pillar that makes it so much different from all the other first-person shooters out there is the vehicles. That's right, UNSC vehicles, Covenant vehicles, they're all awesome, and maybe even Promethean vehicles in the future. No matter how big or how small, each vehicle in Halo has an important ability. It allows the player to play the game differently, to use something they might not have expected, and to top it off, it's a heck of a lot of fun to use them.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
How's it going, everyone? This is me, JC, and welcome to my very first Halo video that I've made in a very long time. This is normally a zombies channel, but in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 5 Halo vehicles of all time, or at least the main Halo games of this series. Yes, I know this is a top 5, and I said I would never do top 5s in zombies, but guess what? This isn't zombies, this is Halo, and there's not a lot of top 5s out there, actually, and I think there should be. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Coming in at number 5 is going to seem surprising to a lot of people, but actually the Wraith is number 5 for me. This vehicle is just awesome, and it would be ranked higher on the list, but the other vehicles that are above it just outclass it in general, and I'll explain why when we get to them. However, the Wraith is a beast, no doubt. It is the Covenant tank. That's its duty in Halo, and boy does it live up to the name. It absolutely destroys any enemies in its path, and you could also artillery enemies across the map if you have good aim. And that's where the trick with this vehicle comes in. You have to be good with it. If you're not good at aiming and you're shooting a guy across map with the Wraith, you're not going to get a kill. You have to be able to aim with this thing, but it sure does pay off when you do so. There's so many missions throughout the whole Halo series where you get to use the Wraith or hijack it from the Covenant, and it's just so much fun to get that power on your side, and it's just so fun to see grunts fly when you shoot this giant plasma ball into their face, and it's just awesome in general. Moving into number 4, this is the vehicle that causes the UNSC to run and duck and hide because the Dark Knight is coming, and he is called the Banshee. That's right. The Banshee is one of the best vehicles of all time in Halo, and every single time this vehicle spawns in multiplayer or in campaign, you want to go get it as soon as possible. It's better than the Wraith because you can fly, you can dodge, you can spray, you can shoot bombs, you can do almost everything in this aerial vehicle, and it's just so much fun to use. Every single mission in the campaign that has a Banshee is just absolutely awesome. And in Halo 2, when you were the Arbiter for the first time and you used the Heretic Banshee, you just felt totally OP. You would destroy anything out of the sky and destroy absolutely everything on the ground as well. Overall, the Banshee is just one of the aerial beasts in Halo, and it outclasses so many vehicles in general. You want to have a Banshee on your side in multiplayer. If you don't have one, then guess what? You probably should watch out for the skies and most likely hide. Moving on up to number 3, and wait a second, am I playing Halo 4? Yes, I am actually, because one of the best Halo vehicles of all time is in Halo 4, and that vehicle is called the Mantis. The Mantis is awesome. In one of the Halo 4 campaign missions, they introduce you to this vehicle, and it's basically a walking tank. You get in it, you shoot rockets, you shoot machine guns, you do pretty much everything in this vehicle. You can even stop the enemies right in front of you that are getting too close, and just overall, this thing can destroy a lot of vehicles in Halo. And it would be up higher on the list if this vehicle had a little bit faster movement, or at least some way of escaping certain death. The Mantis, while being absolutely OP if you're fighting somebody 1v1, if you get cornered by 3 or 4 vehicles, you have little chance to get out alive. However, this vehicle is undoubtedly OP. This vehicle can destroy a lot of other vehicles in the game. It can basically fight anything head to head and win. It's just got so much going for it. It certainly adds a spark to Halo 4's campaign, and when you're playing the mission Infinity where you're holding off the Didact and Covenant ships all at the same time, it certainly makes you feel like the Master Chief you're needed to be. So now you may be asking yourself, hey JC, if the Mantis is OP, then what could possibly be better than the Mantis? Well, what's something that does basically the same exact thing the Mantis does, but in the sky? That's right, the Hornet. The Hornet in Halo 3 is one of my all-time favorite vehicles and probably my personal favorite vehicle of all time. If you thought the Mantis shooting rockets at you in multiplayer was hard, well, get ready for the incoming barrage of homing missiles and of course the machine gun turrets on the Hornet. This thing is just so much fun to use. You use it a couple times in Halo 3's campaign, and when you do so, you feel like you're absolutely taking the charge to the Covenant. Some may say that the Banshee is a more viable option than the Hornet, but I beg to differ. This vehicle can tear Banshees apart in seconds, whether it be from the homing missiles, the machine guns, or even the passengers that can ride on the Hornet. It just feels like the perfect aerial vehicle in Halo, and that's because it is. There's even a moment in Halo 3's campaign where you have to fight 2 scarabs with this thing. Yeah, you remember the scarab that took you a long time to get into and then destroy? Well, you can actually just go behind it with a Hornet, shoot the back off instantly, and take it out in mere seconds. I love the Hornet, and I hope most people agree with me, because I want this vehicle to return in Halo 5, because in Halo 4 we really only had the Banshee as our only aerial vehicle. We should have had a UNSC vehicle in Halo 4, but for some reason they didn't want to have a Hornet in Halo 4. Maybe because it was too OP. I'm not sure. Now, we have discussed many vehicles that have lived through the test of time in the Halo series, but there is one vehicle that stands above all the rest, and that has been with us since the very beginning. And this, my friends, is the Scorpion tank. From the moments of storming the bridge in Halo 2's campaign, or pushing through to the Ark's cartographer in Halo 3's campaign, one thing remains for sure. The Scorpion tank destroys everything. From Banshees in the sky to ghosts on the ground, from even having 4 passenger seats that can ride along with rockets, you know this thing is awesome, and you know if you see this thing in multiplayer, you are absolutely done. There's not a lot to describe here. This tank just wrecks everything. Enemy Wraiths that are standing their ground can barely get off one artillery shot before you've blown them to smithereens. And combine the unwavering destruction of enemy targets, along with the Halo theme's resounding drums in the background, nothing makes a Halo fanboy more giddy than with all this epicness that's happening on screen. There is not much else to say. This vehicle truly makes Halo feel epic, and I'll let the Marine from Halo 3's campaign tell you exactly why.
Tank beats Ghost. That was close. Tank beats Hunter. Tank beats everything. Oh man. I can do this all day!
Tank beats everything. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed something different on my channel. If you did enjoy this video or you're new to my channel, thank you so much for checking this out and staying through to the end. It absolutely means so much to me. And of course, I have so many other videos on my channel. I'm mainly a zombies YouTuber at heart, but from now on, I want to actually incorporate Halo to my channel. So if you're a Halo fan or a zombies fan, this is the perfect place for you. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up because it helps this video get out to more people, which helps me a ton. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. This has been me, JC, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.